Hello everybody, welcome to night one of streaming with ChiSpooky. If you were expecting something else, leave now. Tonight on the program, we're gonna play Doki Doki Literature Club for the very first time. See how long this goes. See how long I can keep my mask on before I kill someone. Metaverse. Enterprise Solutions. Oh, I hope that's what it's supposed to do. Okay, that loaded for nothing. Oh, there it goes. All characters in this game are over the age of 18. Damn. I mean, this game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Well, then I should stop now. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Jesus, really? Would you like to review detailed content warnings, which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled. No. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region, and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Exclusively. So I've been meaning to start ChiSpooky month for a while, but this game's not suitable for children. And I shouldn't play. What's up, cop? Let's see. Text options, text speed. We'll do that. Auto forward time. Skip on some text. English. Please enter your name. Only use letters, hyphens, and apostrophes. I want the ladies to want Steve. Boo! Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air, like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were kids. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I must feel better off running away. Dude. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Huh? I overslept again! I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Huh? You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's me. Kinda hurtful now. That's mean, Steve. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. That's not a response you get from that. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever. Cross the street together and make our way to school. Women, am I right? If we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Steve, have you decided on a club to join yet? Rattle on! A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. I am playing this. Huh? That's not true. You told me you joined a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. The spoiler alert, the mask will not save me. Oh no! I'm not sure how long this is gonna last on my face. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. Man. It's not good that, Steve and me are kind of in sync. It sounds very stuffy. Well, it's like right on my face, so... Because it's like a $1 mask from Walmart. Now don't you act like, oh god, it's his real face, boo! Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Oh, totally get what you pay for it. That's why I bought it again. For a $1. Aw, Sayori only cares about me. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Thank you, Sayori. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What the hell is a NEET? Trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it'll make you happy. That's why Jason splurged for the real hockey match. Jason! Yeah, Jason, you know, he's the real hero here. It's times like this when you're lucky, like, oh, Halloween only comes once a year. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? NEET. Not in education, employment, or training. Oh, thank you! Is that really what that stands for? I've never heard the term NEET before. AKA long-haired, not working hippie. Ah! More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. It is where it actually stands for. They use the term in Asia, Australia, and maybe India. That area. Oh, okay. Learn something new every day when you're playing a game about psycho girls. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom. My buddy Eddie is still playing ARMS, one of the few. But I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? You know, whatever. Well, but you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Psycho girls, only if you manage to go down the dating arc for the freaky ones. That's the way I roll, Rattle-On. You know, you gotta go with the psychos. You know, if we're not gonna go to the psychos now, when are we gonna do it? We're only getting up there in age. There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, let's see, since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Maverick! Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes. Oh man, cupcakes! Go to the literature club, you fool! Don't make promises you can't keep. What is that a picture of in the chat? What is that? Hard F-U-O. Or hard Fu-O. Do a face reveal. I need to know what's under the mask. Oh, you. Don't make promises you can't keep. I'm probably gonna have a drink of water at like every 10 minutes anyway. But fine. Here's my face. You can be scared in the chat all you want. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay! Let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Oops. I'm keeping that. I could use that on Twitter. Ah! I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. The Murder School Club. That side of the school. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Hello. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says such nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? What an asshole! Way to kill the atmosphere. Huh? Steve? What a nice surprise. Oh, girl 3 already knows me. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Apparently all over the age of 18. Because the disclaimer said they were all over the age of 18. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Why are you such a bitch? Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Typical anime, you can tell by the size of her tits how old she is. Oh man, I'm losing my mind. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Oh, well then she's okay in my book then. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Steve. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Oh, Monika. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Sorry, I was joking there for a minute. Come sit down, Steve. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuki walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Oh, that's nice. God damn it, Jason. Jason Voorhees, how do you stay so svelte and muscular wearing a mask this whole time? The whiskers are... okay. So cute. Cat cupcakes. The reason the game only gets 4 stars. Can't see the cupcakes. So kawaii! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Run! There's a person under the mask. Run! Well, you know. Oh, she's got the sharp tooth. Oh man. Let's hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Oh, Natsuki's got the hots for us. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. Wow. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you. Not, you know, you, Baka. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. Teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Who reads? Alright, we're in the literature club. Yeah, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yeah, it's like, oh, I enjoy being at the literature club. I don't enjoy reading, but I like looking at hot chicks. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Aw, Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider a literature club? My bitch friend made me come. I was afraid of the question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Yeah, you will. As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Oh, Monica, that's noble. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Party in the club! Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like books. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. Maybe you should wear bunny outfits. I mean, did I say that out loud or just think it? I gotta think of a lie fast. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about books. So Steve, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Oh, damn! Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Aw, she's nervous. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Yeah, that sounds about right. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, I read a horror book once. Man. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. Are we a loser in this game? At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Excuse me. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Hey, so if you're new and you're watching, make sure to give us a follow. Want to subscribe? We'd love that too. We get 250 Twitch followers and 600 YouTube subs. We're playing Mega Man 7 and 11, two scary games in their own right, during this month, if possible. If not, we'll do it later. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. I don't like horror stuff either that much. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You understood like half of that? Oh, okay. We'll come back to that in a minute. We'll come back, put the mask on in about another 10 minutes. You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! Give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! You gonna lurk until the good part? Okay. There's no guarantee we're even gonna get to the good part tonight. I know the game's kind of like messed up, but I've never played it myself. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Huh? Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. I lost my train of thought there for a minute. I have an awesome clip for when you get to the part. Okay. I have another mask prepared. If you watched last year's, you guys know what the mask is. But That's fine. We'll come back in a couple minutes with that. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You gotta reach out to the deepest parts of your soul. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and have Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Excuse me. Interesting. Hang on one sec. Okay. Sorry, I thought didn't sound like I was sounding like nasally, but I'm not. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Oh, God. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Steve? I never said I was joining the club, but I do like cute girls. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic and me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lost my train of thought. Oh, man, they are... All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Aww. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Steve, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Alright, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yay! I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Oh, well, better start making more cupcakes. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess? Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. That was all today's meeting? Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Steve, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Oh, boy. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Steve, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! What did I get myself into? With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika by my side. Ugh, yep, that happened. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Time to write the awesomest poem ever! Oh shit, I actually have to write a poem. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Vacation. Anime. Funny. Determination. Bouncy. No. Extreme. Swimsuit. Philosophy. Explode. Kiss. Parfait. Graveyard. Games. Das Love. Holiday. Adventure. Boop. Kitty. Sticky. Cheeks. Oh man, who knows what this one's gonna come up with. Oh, Monica, hope you like my poem that I just pulled out of my ass. Hi again, Steve. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Steve. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Ah, come on. Like he deserves any slack. So you already told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. No, I wanted to just be a loner watching my anime. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Man, Natsuki's such a jerk. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh man, Natsuki. That's why Natsuki wanted to talk before. She likes manga. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Steve always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Yeah, that's right. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. Not dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Yuri is jealous of us? How come? You and Steve can become good friends too. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? What? Wait, Sayori? Nani? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Here's my sword. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it, if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Whew. Haka! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities in the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. She's going in for her manga. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Frickin' Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right place. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. Oh, that's funny. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She's like, if you're gonna judge me, get the fuck out. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. Oh, Natsuki, you and me are on the same page here. But I'll tell you one thing, Steve. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't be an asshole if somebody likes manga. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Ooh. Natsuki. What? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Huh? Why's that? Oh, I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Are we gonna lay next to each other on the floor reading manga? Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches! Oh, this game has everything. An inch away from me. Sorry? I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maverick wants me to do... Maverick, what voice do you want me to do? You want me to give Natsuki a Toad voice? Let's see. Ah, you guys know I like Natsuki now. Or voice mode, or we could put the mask back on. Maybe sometimes after I've finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? No, we're not doing that all night. We'll give her a different voice. Princess Peach voice. All right. Let's see. I thought I was. Well, actually, I wasn't doing any voice for her. Let's see. I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life shit. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, and apparently how Chris Pratt doesn't do a good Mario voice, and then I invite Mario over for cake, but he doesn't have an ass anymore. You know, basic slice of life stuff. that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? What? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. Ah, Natsuki. I think we're falling for Natsuki, even though we haven't had really any interaction with the other girls yet. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. It's just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah... Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? Oh, man. That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. So shut up! Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Ugh. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who might have judged? Yeah, she could have picked up all kinds of stuff from manga. Like murder. Aww. Murder, deception, lies. We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. You don't? Aw, is it gonna tell me that Natsuki doesn't have friends? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, eh? You still haven't grown out of this yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face. Yeah, we're keeping that one. That's a Twitter response right there. Ugh, man, I know these kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a... No, you're not! Your name is Steve. You can't be a loser. You are amazing. Tell yourself that every day. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found out. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except, Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh! I just can't win, can I? Well, paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Yes, Ka. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. Oh, that was a sincere laugh. I thought that was more like a nervous tick. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki put her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. No spoilers, Natsuki. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Ah, so we helped Natsuki. Okay, everyone. Eh? Are you all ready with today's poem? Oh shit, the poem! Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? I was just trying to hook up with Steve here. No. Gonna hear Steve's poem. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Oh, smack her. Ah! Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Eh? Is that really alright? I said it mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow, so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll fucking kill you! By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. Man, I can't keep reading this. I'll fall behind on my TV shows. But I suppose that a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Wait, hold on. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Damn right I did! My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share with? What? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Yeah, that's right. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, it must be the poem coming up. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki! I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, oh god. Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Oh, what? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I'd be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. Oh, she liked it. She likes it, and she's jealous that my writing is so much better than hers. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Ugh. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. I'm pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can fly. But that's about it. Man, what's my poem look like then? Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Taste my shovel justice! We gotta go back to Shovel Knight at some point. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. I can assure you, Natsuki, writing after high school is not all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. So, here's a question. Should I've been debating over if I'm gonna post the schedule for the month, because I don't know if I can hold it, and I don't know if I want to, like, make people come to see the spooky games that I'm planning to play this month. Thoughts? Chat? I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. So she writes about other people doing better than her with Eagles Can Fly. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. You wrote Monkeys Can Climb. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did? So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Show it to our childhood friend, Sayori. Sayori! It's a good poem, Steve. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Part of the team! Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Who said that? I don't know. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Steve. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah? And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Sayori's poem, Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you've missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. Yes, Kyle. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica. Hi, Steve. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Car wash. Cupcakes. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, God. No. It kind of makes me think of something that Suki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Suki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. She wrote monkeys can climb, eagles can fly. I mean, how much of a Shakespeare are we talking about here? So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing it. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem? Don't worry, I'm not afraid to yell. I'll read your poem. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. He can climb? Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. She doesn't think she's very good? That's really good. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, that's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I have some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep shit like this, because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. Was my day good? Yeah, my day wasn't bad. It's been raining in New Jersey all day. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yuri, let's show Yuri our poem. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Just gonna check a couple of things here real quick. I'm gonna refresh. You finally got Legends Arceus. Ooh, nice. So let me see something real quick. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. Well, we're almost a month away from Scarlet and Violet, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, if I'm going to stream it, or if I'm going to play it off camera and then stream it after I play it first. We'll see. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. You don't have bad handwriting, you just gotta clean it up a little bit. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I am really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Steve. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Alright. right? They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn. Putting it that way, I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. So I'm not sure if the next time I stream it's going to be on YouTube or Twitch. We'll have to figure that out. So we'll figure that out soon. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. They all liked your poem. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Oh man, Yuri and Natsuki don't like each other. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Steve did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style, so fuck off. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Steve liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Uh-oh. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you're so invested in trying to impress our newest member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Steve appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh man, Natsuki's gonna kick her ass. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew size bigger as soon as Steve started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Steve? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Steve. What? Wait. There's a reason. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Steve? Well, how did I get dragged into this? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth, so instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Huh? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Steve? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up bitch she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes you. Stop it! Oh man, Natsuki almost told her off. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. I love them because of their differences. I love them because of how fucked up they are. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori, the words of wisdom. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either, even though I wanted to tell Natsuki that I like her. Well, I guess that means Sayori's amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. You could. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It sucked! It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Steve, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. No, we don't want to write more poems! I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. And any luck, that means I can at least do a better job in impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself in newfound determination. Steve, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Aw, he likes Sayori too. Sayori? About what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Steve, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. In the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Doc! Doki Doki Literature Club. ChiSpooky! Every day is gonna be so much fun. Sigh. Oh my god. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice. An unexpected pick, but a welcome one. Hey, you know, I've had this sitting around for a while. Thank you for subbing with Prime Duck. Spoopy. I got a couple other ones prepared, too. No, I'm just not sure if they're going to be on YouTube or Twitch or when for the month. Does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to see Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Oh man, we get to write another poem. Do they just... Okay, they just bounce. They just dance. Okay. How do I get down to the bottom? Oh, there we go. Alright, let's write our poem. Let's see, smile, aura, bouncy, fireflies, inferno, vacation, games, shiny, fantasy, silly, friends, kawaii, not sure what effulgent means. What does effulgent mean? Let's see, shining brightly, radiant. Okay. When I see silly again, I'll pick it. Vibrant. Nightgown. Anime. Climax. Special. Kiss. Kiss. Swimsuit. No silly. Headphones. Oh. Nope, no silly. Insight, sadness, pout, flying, existence, anger. Insight. Alright, let's see how bitchin' our poem turned out this time. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Steve. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. Being in the club. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple thing. Bang, your poem. Oh man, I hope my poem kicks ass. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Huh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. What interesting characters. Would be a shame if something happened to any of them. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch to get it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it! I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry, or want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. I give up. Don't make me feel so guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Damn. Haha! Yuri suddenly giggles. That wasn't really a giggle, but whatever. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri? Just need to borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Damn. Huh? Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But... You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Chichuki into me. Oh man, she's got all of them around her finger. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Pwap! Yeah. Ow! What the fuck was that? Huh? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. So Natsuki chucked her cookie at Sayori in the face because she tricked her into making cupcakes. Society. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Oh, so good. Sayori suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Cheese! Beggars can't be choosers. But where's this chocolate? Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Society. Feels good to have the gang back together. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Oh. Sayori suddenly leans to... she took a bite of Natsuki's cookie. You knew that was gonna happen. Oh. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Huh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Oh. Where's Monica, anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Huh? Oh yes, my mask came off. Hi, Chichuki. Huh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. Oh man, is she gonna say boyfriend? She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, Steve. I should make something and sell that says Steve on the on the Chichuki store. We'll see. I'll probably add a couple of things to the shop. Who knows? There's a lot of stuff that I can do with that. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. It's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Steve. Oh man, she just slid through there, kicked him all the way with her ass. Psh. Monica smiled sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. We just shared our poems with everyone and you just showed up. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri's back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. It's not long before Natsuki comes up. Uh-oh, we didn't read the manga. Oh, apparently we did read the manga. Don't worry, I kept my promise. I pulled the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I just don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. Ah, the chapter ended when Minori and Alice found... Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Uh-oh. Huh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Oh, sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet. So I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there. I just had to organize it a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging from the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Oh, she's gonna fall and we're gonna catch her, aren't we? Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool will be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Yeah! The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Wow! Using her balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell... Oh, my eyes are starting to bother me. Having almost fell, Natsuki's a bit shaken up. Jeez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me to the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I'm gonna shut up. Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances onto her. Oh, she's gonna fall off this chair and we're gonna catch her. Since she refuses my help, I'll take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Or we're gonna look at her ass. That works too. Aha! There we go. See? I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs... Toad is playing Pikmin 3 Deluxe. I don't know who Toad is. Otaku Man 5G is playing Luigi's Mansion 3. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on a shelf below. What? Oh, okay, I like that's actually nice animation that the chair swiveled. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Gah! I force myself that someone will fall off a chair. Oh, I most guarantee someone's gonna fall off a chair. I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes, I'll be dead. Oh. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, Steve. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. Eh? But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip on the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box! What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. Oh, she's gonna fall off the chair. Natsuki! Yeah! The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands, and the books go flying. I got you! Yep, she fell off the chair. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight into my on my chest. Ugh. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Aw, sorry. Oh, Natsuki... Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. Gah! Gah! Yeah, Natsuki, what did we tell you? You're gonna fall. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Huh? Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross, 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 gross! Ah! A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking, you sicko? You fell on me! Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica? See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? God! Sorry? Oh, one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member's a total perv. So I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no. My... Yeah, Monica. Huh? I look down. Natsuki's kneeling on the floor holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large... Oh no, the book got wrecked. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. Ah, it must have landed on the page. you trying to kill your club members or something? Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut and throws it to the ground. Oh, I'm sorry, Natsuki. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Aw, she's crying. Aw, that's sad. Aw. Natsuki, are you... No. I'm not crying. You're crying. Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help you get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No. I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Oh, I'm sorry, Natsuki. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day. It's so hard. I just want to come to the club, and Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I want. I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up, and I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today. Being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. Make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then, I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright! Alright! That should do it. I help off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki's holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. You think about cheering me up. If you insist. I want to read more Parfait Girls. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monika gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share our poems again! Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep! Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Yeah, we're staying with Natsuki. We like her. I want to read more about her birds. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing back at me, then back at the poem. Back at me, back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. This is good music. I like this music. I thought Rick was supposed to... You're trying to impress me? Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you. Oh man, she just realized that we just told her we're trying to impress her. And Tsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then, the poem slips out of her hands and flutters onto the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Let's see how fast I can get. Okay, that's funny. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Aw, Natsuki has slight feelings for us. Because we said we're trying to impress her. Hey, Steve. What up, Monica? Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. No, she just had diarrhea from realizing that she has feelings for me. You all will have that soon. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? Jeez, Monica. You can just assume it's her. No. I just told her that. My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I can tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monica sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised. I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Monica, I'm gonna level with you. I picked words out of a book. Are you sure you're not cheating, Steve? What? Cheating? What are you talking about? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It's just something for you to think about. I think Natsuki likes me. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monica's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the room. Is the stream frozen? It shouldn't be. Let me see. Hold on. Let me refresh real quick. 1 second. I think it did freeze. Let me reset the face cam. The heck? Give me a second if you guys can't hear me still. I'm gonna try refreshing it one more time, and then I will restart the whole thing if I have to.